I've hauled gravel, I've hauled fill dirt.
So pretty much anything you can fit in there.
That's right. Whatever they'll pay for, I'll haul it.
There's this idea that if you have a truck, you should never be broke. And I can attest that this is absolutely true. There's nothing more I like in this world than to discuss an idea to help somebody feed their family or prosper in this world and be able to live the life that they want to live. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how to make $1,000 a week with a pickup truck. I'm going to take you from the concept of having a truck, making a few bucks, to making a lot of money and going from broke, financially successful, to a millionaire inside this video. And I'm gonna try to do it as quick as I possibly can. This video might be long. It really is. I'm gonna share what needs to be shared in this video, and I want this to help you. I don't know how many books I've read that there was one snippet in it, just one sentence, that helped me. There might be one little thing, idea in this video that makes you a multimillionaire. And if you don't have the patience to watch to the end, entrepreneurship might not be your thing. But for those that will watch to the end, they might come up with a new concept of a new business that might make them hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I hope this helps. To make money in this world, you have to provide value. You have to find a problem, you have to solve a problem, and then how you solve that problem is really how profitable you're gonna be. And in this video, we're gonna talk about that. I'm super excited to get down on this topic. Let's get right to it. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you have seen me talk about all kinds of entrepreneurial money-making ideas. I talked about the stump grinder. Clay has a stump grinder. He's successful with it, and it's made himself a lot of money, and it was a great video. Go check that one out. I have talked about the dump trailer business. I've talked about house flipping. I've talked about pallet flipping. I've talked about barrel flipping. I've talked about all kinds of ideas, and they are totally possible. You just have the confidence, and you got to think about the concept of the operation. If you want to make a lot of money, you got to solve rich people problems. If you want to make a little money, you got to solve the convenience problem. You got to quick, like, here it is, I got an issue, boom, and you do that in mass, and you do it over and over again. Rich people pay for convenience, they pay for speed. So you have to think about, what do I want to do with my pickup truck? So the main ideas here is scrapping, hauling, junk removal, debris, and just a courier service. Look at how many courier services out there. I mean, people deliver pizza, people deliver Uber Eats, they deliver people on Lyft and Uber. There's so many different things out there that have shown you that a courier service is real. I guarantee you, if you're broke and you have time, you could go around neighborhoods and you can find trash that needs to be hauled off. You could go to Home Depot and sit in the parking lot, and I guarantee you somebody's gonna walk out with a 15-foot piece of plywood or sheetrock or poles or lumber or any type of large item, a ladder that needs to go somewhere within a 5-mile radius of Home Depot, and you can say, hey, I would be willing to deliver that to you. Perfect example, I was in Lowe's the other day, and I had a piece of sheetrock, and I was gonna put it in the back of my truck. There was a guy in the parking lot didn't believe that I could put that piece of sheetrock that I do all the time in the back of my truck. And he came over and pitched me this exact same idea. He's like, hey, do you live close to Home Depot? And I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, well, that's not going to fit in the back of your truck. I'd be happy to drive it to your house and deliver it for you. And of course, for compensation. And he had a business just sitting in the Home Depot's parking lot. I see people all the time buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace and can't get it from point A to point B. The amount of people that have asked me with my truck, hey, can you come help me move? Can you come help me take this pile of whatever to the dump? Or, hey, can you help me pull this stump up? Can you help me get rid of this stump? Can you help me bring firewood from here to there? The ideas of having a pickup truck and making money are exponential. It could be delivering mail. It could be delivering any type of idea. I know my sister has a box store and she builds boxes, okay? And and they need to deliver boxes from point A to point B. And these things aren't heavy, they're just big and require a truck. Whether you have a truck, you rent a truck, but I would highly suggest you to go from having a truck to acquiring a trailer. So the first thing I would do is I'd take all the money I had, pile it in the middle of the floor, and I would cash it all in to get me a trailer. I see people on the west side of town all day. Their trailer never comes unattached from their truck because they're going from point A to point B. The scrappers are getting the scrap. The pallet guys are finding the pallets and the lumber and the dunnage and the barrels, and they're taking them to the broker or they're to the pallet business. Watch that video. I just made it on the pallet flipping business. I did another one a long time ago. It's got like 1.5 million views. And then there's actually a link on to take a course on how to do this because it's pretty in depth. But there are so many things you can do by hauling stuff from point A to point B with a truck. You just got to expand your mind. So what I want you to do is take an inventory of your skills. I want you to write down everything you could haul from point A to point B for compensation. You know, I would stay away from all the things that need a license or a DOT number until you get big enough, fast enough, and have enough deep pockets to do that, because you're going to need insurance, etc., and it gets kind of crazy. So just figure out how to stay within the laws, stay within the lines of the law. I want you to evolve from making $50 a load to making $500 to $1,000 to $10,000 a load. So remember, if you want to make a lot of money, you got to solve rich people problems. If you've watched my dump trailer videos, Robert Biggerstaff went from a pickup truck to a pickup truck and a trailer to a pickup truck. I mean, he used to pull his handyman trailer around everywhere. I mean, he started a handyman business. It was just him and his trailer, and he would go around solving problems for people, whether it was fixing things, hauling things, or breaking things for people. He would, if you needed a stump removed, he would go to Home Depot and get a stump remover, like a stump grinder. If you needed a light fix, he could do that too.
I've hauled gravel. I've hauled fill dirt.
So pretty much anything you can fit in there.
That's right. Whatever they'll pay for, I'll haul it.
It was like he evolved from truck, trailer to truck. He went to diesel truck to 4 dump trailers, okay? And he knew what's the biggest guys doing something every day that needs to be hauled to the dump, and that was dump trailers and roofers. So he knew a roofer had a roof for him every day. There could be 3 or 4 of them. So he had a fleet of dump trailers. Most of them he got for almost nothing because he would buy them where somebody needed the money, or he would buy something and fix it and he would get it moving. And he had these things stationed all around town to where he would wake up, he would take that one to the dump, he'd drop it off at the next site. He'd go pick the other one up, he'd drop it off at the dump, then drop that one off at the next site. And he just kept moving these dump trailers around town all day. And he got to where he had a pretty big business doing this. You know, the key for this is maintenance, gas, mileage, and keeping track of where all your trailers are, and payment. One of the biggest things rich people do is they pay for convenience. So make sure that it's convenient for you to accept the money from them. Don't be the guy that doesn't accept PayPal or Cash App or any of these other type of convenient Venmo, convenient payment processes. If they are there to pay you, don't say I only take cash and they don't have cash. Don't say I only take check and nobody writes checks or they don't have one on them. Have it convenient, very convenient. Answer the phone immediately and don't put anybody off. If somebody calls you, you respond to them immediately and you'd be Johnny on the spot. You'd be amazed at how many people you can stay ahead of in this game if you just answer the phone, show up on time, do it correctly, don't run over people's hedges, and don't get in trouble with the law. It's amazing at how many people you can get ahead of. That's in the real estate world, that's in the handyman world, that's in the dump trailer business, that's in the concrete business, that's in the roofer's business, that's in the law business, that's in every business. Show up on time, right place, right time, in uniform, with a good attitude, and answer the phone. That's 90% of everything. All right, you see this right here? This is a site where a home builder is about to come in here and build about 60 townhomes in my neighborhood. But if you look over here, see the debris, see all the stuff? Now, if you're in the pallet business, all the stuff that builds these houses is going to come in on pallets somewhere. And then if you want to elaborate on that, all the barrels and the rollers for these power lines that come in here that go this way, all the Romex cables, all the wires, etc., are going to come in on giant spools, and they're going to be in the trash pile over here. And here's how you do it. You go and you get in touch with the builder, okay? Whether it's Adore, whether it's D.R. Horton, and you find out who's contracted to take all that junk away. And that's one of their biggest problems, because this is going to be filled up with so much stuff that they're not even going to be able to build the houses, because it's just going to be laying everywhere. And if you can solve that problem, you can make money. Whether it's pallets, drums, rollers, anything logistical that needs to be recycled. And if you're in the pickup truck business, like Robert Biggerstaff is going to be in here probably with his dump trailers, with every roof that goes on, all the scrap needs to go out on a dump trailer. You got to think about it like that, and you can make some serious money. So I showed you how you go from picking up tree limbs, handyman service, dump trailer, and see if you can get into a niche of delivering antiques, delivering safes, some people will pay for being secret, okay? We had a client not too long ago that wanted us to cover every camera for him to look at a house. Nobody wants to see a safe come into somebody's house. Like, well, I got one here, but, you know, good luck getting it, okay? And some people will pay for that. Say, hey, I will be the secret guy. I will deliver whatever you need. I will sign an NDA. I will guarantee you nobody will ever know what came in and out of your house. Find a niche and jump into it. Antiques is a great one. Delivering of wood, delivering firewood. Like, literally, you could go and cut down a tree. You could go and collect that wood and then sell it for firewood somewhere else. See the concept? You're getting paid. But the biggest one of all these that I have seen, and I watched somebody go from nothing to millionaire in the junk removal business, was, hey, I will show up at a house, I'll remove all that junk out of the house, because junk in a house sometimes can cost as much to get out as the entire rehab, okay? I'll get rid of the stuff in the house, and then he figured out how to use container operations, 40-foot container, get the junk into the container. And then he figured out how he could turn that junk removal business into a buy, fix, and flip house real estate business, and renting those houses or wholesaling those houses. I've done videos on that before. But he went from a truck junk removal business with a trailer to a multi-million-dollar real estate company, because not only was he getting the junk out of the house, he was also solving the problem of what to do with the house. Let's say it was in bad condition. He would either wholesale it, or he would buy it, fix it, flip it, or he would buy it, fix it, hold, rent it. And that's how he became a multimillionaire. The idea is just get the concept, work hard, answer the phone, and making a living is not hard. You just got to be willing to get up and grind. And you are not doing this, you're putting an hour in and you're getting a return. No, you're getting out there, you're completing a job, and you do whatever it takes to complete the job. The time for money thing in the entrepreneur world doesn't exist. You might do a lot of things for free at the beginning, but down the road, you're going to make a large sum of money. So you got to think about that before you get in this business, because I read a lot of the comments and they're like, oh, well, that's a lot of work, or oh, that takes a lot of time, or it took them 15 minutes to explain this. And if you're not willing to watch 15 minutes of a video, entrepreneurship is probably not for you, because there might be one thing in this video that sparks an idea for you to become a multi-millionaire. I don't know how many books I've read and only took one little snippet out of something that made me successful. So that's really it. I hope this video helps you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below with what your thoughts of having a pickup truck and making money, and I'll see you guys later.